The victim is Robin Hendricks, age 28. No external wounds. The estimated time of death is about 16 hours ago. Seems like he died of natural causes.
I don't know, Jill. Looks like he had a visitor. My guess is it was a woman.
We'll take the fingerprints and check them.
Huh. Robin Hendricks.
Yeah, he was a big star. You remember, he played the alien prince in Space Wars. But that was more than 10 years ago, though.
Huh? Jill, take a look at this.
Huh? What the hell?
Every unsolved, unusual, unnatural death in the last few years. I got a victim's body torn apart by an animal, species unknown. I got another body drained of all blood. MOs are all different, but each case has one thing in common. Each victim was a customer of the pet shop.
No luck. We performed an autopsy on that lizard, and it's not poisonous. It must be a rare species. It's not in any of the reference books. So I'm afraid you're not going to be able to cite the pet shop for any violations. As for Robin, there were no external wounds and no drugs in his system. The cosmetics scattered around the room belonged to his wife. They were separated, and she's got an airtight alibi. Any grudges from co-workers seem way unlikely.
Yeah.
Leon, remember, Chinatown has its own set of rules.
Hmm?
Pull when you want to push, okay?
You always show up just in time for tea, Detective.
That's because you're always having tea when I show up. How's business? Good as usual?
Can't complain. What can I do for you?
You've heard about Robin Hendricks, haven't you?
Yes, I saw it on the news. It's a pity. Mr. Hendricks was a good customer. He had a passion for exotic reptiles. I would venture to guess that his collection was the most extensive and hard to come by any human being has ever enjoyed.
Yeah, well, I want you to take a look at this, Count. I found it lying dead by the victim.
Dead? Oh no, it can't be dead. That species is very rare. It was one of the last remaining of its kind.
I know that lizard killed him, Count. Now stop the phony grieving and start telling me the truth.
How can you say that? You know our merchandise is love and dreams, Detective. And I always tell you the truth.
Pull when you want to push, okay? And don't you forget, Leon, that Count has a sweet tooth. Remember?
Oh, almost forgot. Well, something I thought you might like.
Oh! What an aroma! It must be the champagne from the Hotel de Marseille. Wow! They bake only 30 pieces a day. You have to go there before the bakery opens and stand in line to get this. You're such a kind man, Detective. If you ask me, Robin was possessed and then killed by a spirit.
A spirit?
He catapulted to fame with his first movie 10 years ago. He was not so lucky after that. Despite his beauty and innocence, his talents as an actor were, shall we say, somewhat lacking. I'm afraid the image he established as that unfortunate prince who sacrificed his life to save his mother planet was too strong. People could not see him, only the prince. His delicate blue eyes, platinum blonde hair shining in the light, everything reminded them of the prince. Robin Hendricks was possessed by the spirit of the character he had played and was killed by it.
Give me a break. I'm supposed to write on my report, victim murdered by spirit of Prince Groovy sensitive guy from Space Wars? I don't think so. When did you see him last?
Your tea is getting cold.
When did you see him?
I heard you. I saw him about 2 months ago.
Hello, Count. How are you?
Well, if it isn't His Imperial Highness, the Crown Prince.
Come on, Count. I wish you wouldn't call me that, please.
Excuse me, I meant no offense. You want the usual food for your little friends?
No, I want to buy a new little friend, something rare and unusual.
But if I'm not mistaken, you promised Her Imperial Highness not to buy any more pets.
Yeah, well, Her Highness is gone. She decided to leave me. She told me she thought I'd be better off married to a snake or a lizard. She was right, I am better off now. I can buy what I want and keep them in the living room or even in the bedroom.
As you wish. Something special just came in the other day. Would you like to see it? Please.
My God, I've never been back here. You never told me you ran an opium den, Count.
No opium, but merchandise of a special nature. Watch your step, please. Here it is. A unique specimen. If you like it, I'll consider selling. What do you think?
If this is a joke, I don't find it funny. My wife just left me. The last thing I need is to start dating.
Your Highness, please look carefully. It's a lizard. A subspecies of a very rare type indeed, and albino on top of that. A valuable find, don't you agree?
But it can't be. I must be dreaming.
You're not dreaming. Go on, touch it and find out for yourself. Don't be afraid. Go on, touch it.
This isn't happening. Unreal. No, she is real. Her skin is so cold, so smooth. I don't understand. Why do you keep her blindfolded? Please, I want to see her eyes.
No, I'm afraid she must remain blindfolded.
Why is that? Has she got some kind of injury?
No, quite the contrary. But she needs to wear the blindfold, and you must never try to remove it.
What do you mean? So I can never look into her eyes? Is that what you're saying? Why not, Count?
Legend has it that this species was bred to be a weapon for assassination.
You're telling me she's poisonous.
As you know, it is not uncommon for certain reptiles to carry poison. But this one is different. This one is possessed of a magical power.
Magical power?
Yes, just like in the ancient Greek myth. A long time ago, a king was defeated in battle. He made a narrow escape. The enemy soldiers searched for him, and having thought they found him, instead discovered a beautiful woman. She enchanted them. They dropped their guard, and when they saw her eyes, they turned to stone. That's the magical power, the power of Medusa.
Oh, Okay, and you really expect me to believe that?
That's what Robin said, or words to that effect.
First of all, if he thought a woman was a lizard, he must have been on drugs. And second, you and I both know a woman can't be a lizard, so he had to be on drugs.
Detective, all I'm doing is telling you the truth. Whether you believe it or not is up to you.
Stop playing with me, I'm warning you.
I wonder, Detective, have you ever thought of buying something for yourself? I'd recommend that Java Sparrow.
I don't need any pets, thank you very much, Count.
Not a pet. I'm suggesting you grind it and eat its bone.
Huh?
You are so irritable, you must suffer from a calcium deficiency.
Oh, all right, you win. Okay, so after all that, Robin bought the lizard.
Yes, and I must say the lizard seemed to like Robin too. She seemed to be choosing a companion as well. Far be it from me to interfere. Of course, we had an agreement. He signed this contract. There were 3 sales terms. 1, the customer may only feed her fresh fruits or small animals on a daily basis. 2, the customer may not show her to anyone. And 3, the customer must never look into her eyes. Should any of the terms be breached, the pet shop will not assume responsibility for the consequences. As you can see, he signed it.
Well, I need our lab to authenticate this.
As you wish.
By the way, we talked to Robin Hendricks' manager. He told us about an audition Robin had. Happened 2 weeks before his death, and for a pretty big movie, too. Robin Hendricks hadn't done acting in a long time, it's true, but even so, I guess he still couldn't give up on his dream of a comeback, you know?
Perhaps, although I think it was something else.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. He already had another dream, Detective.
Another dream?
A new raison d'etre.
Do you like it, Medusa? Even though she can't talk, I'd rather be with her than those hysterical screaming fans. Women who don't know the real me. It doesn't matter that she can't see me. She's not interested in how I look. She's not a fan. She's real. She can't live without me. She can't live without my care and protection. So, Medusa, please live for me. Hey, how you doing, Albert? Yeah, sure, I'm okay.
Listen, about that audition today. It's true, it's not a big part, Robin. But you can't just sit there waiting for something to fall into your lap. This is something we've been over before. You can't be the crown prince forever. You need this part. It's a big project. Now, Robin, your contract with our agency is about to expire. You know I can't renew it unless you get this role. Besides, you'll lose that gorgeous apartment without your wife's money. And there's the upkeep on all those pets of yours. What happens to them? Think about it. Right. So I suggest you make this audition. Do yourself a favor.
And tail slate. Take a break. We'll start up again in 5 minutes.
You were great, and you made it to the short list. Those amateurs couldn't hold a candle to you. The producer's totally impressed. It's great to see you do your thing. Show all those damn backstabbers who call you a one-hit wonder how wrong they are. Well, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It doesn't bother me.
Well, good. Robin, I gotta tell you, it's great to see you motivated again. Now you just need to take care of him. Toby Heimer. But he's just an up-and-coming pop music guy. He thinks he can act. You blow him away for me. Come on, Robin. Don't let me down.
Okay, everyone, quiet, please. Ready on take 3.
I've never been good at competition, but now I feel so energized. I feel alive.
This business really sucks. I'm sorry, but how was I supposed to know Toby Heimer's manager was the producer's lover?
It's all right, Albert. It doesn't matter.
Huh?
I just found out I don't have what it takes.
That's not true. You just proved today you're one hell of an actor. Come on, Robin, get in. Let me give you a ride home.
No, I've got something to do.
Robin?
Thank you, Albert. Goodbye.
Hey, wait. Where are you going? Robin.
I'm sorry. I'm such a loser. I can't even protect you. I'm so sorry. Can you forgive me? You're so beautiful, Medusa. Let's toast to us. This is the way it was meant to be, just you and me alone, together. Today will be our anniversary, Medusa. Medusa, look at me. I want you to look at me. Don't be afraid. Look at me. It's okay.
Yeah, right. A lizard killed Robin Hendricks by looking at him.
Well, if it didn't, then I didn't sell Robin anything that was dangerous to him. And our visit is over. Always nice to see you, Detective. Until next time.
Wait a minute. What about Medusa, huh? Why did she have to die along with Robin? That white lizard, what the hell was that doing lying next to his body?
So many questions. To tell you the truth, I did not expect her to follow him. However, the man she loved died when she saw him for the first time. Died because of her eyes. In her sorrow, she must have looked at him herself. She looked into her own eyes. She killed herself because of her love for him. Robin's heart was still that of an innocent boy, and what he saw in Medusa's eyes was a sweet darkness called despair.
A wise child is the joy of the father. A foolish child is the sorrow of the mother. Material wealth is of no means. Justice.
I've brought Medusa's ashes. I feel quite certain the young lovers would want to rest together.
Great, whatever.
Well, Robin is finally free. Don't you think so?
Yeah, well, a lot of good it does him now. He's dead, isn't he?
Is he? I think you should take a closer look. See?
He was too young to die.
His first movie was a masterpiece.
He had such talent.
An amazing actor.
I hear he had another picture starting up.
He was a genius.
Good die young.
A big loss for the industry.
I hear he was making a comeback.
You see? He died in his prime before getting old. Show business can be a very cruel and ugly world. Robin chose to live a short but spectacular life and to die before he woke up from his dream. He's a screen legend. A star is born.